So, sir, what do you think of Oxford or maybe you or Cambridge University? What's better, Cambridge or Oxford?
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
And that's what you do. You make those dreams come true, yeah? Graduates of non-selective schools have a chance of getting into selective universities.
Of course, yes. You have to be a complete person. You can't just study A-levels or IB. You have to get out in the world and do things.
Yeah.
They look for more than the grades.
Ever dreamed of walking through Oxford's ancient archways or strolling across Cambridge's legendary lawns? These elite British universities aren't just symbols of prestige. They're genuine gateways to academic opportunity.
It's impossible.
But how do you turn that dream into reality? We'll explore what top UK universities look for in applicants and whether perfect grades matter more than extracurricular achievements.
So, Ray, Oxford as well as Cambridge is the city of bicycles.
Bicycles, yeah.
But look at that. Which one is yours?
This one.
This one.
Look at that.
You picked
Beautifully preserved.
Yeah, you
looked after
picked
well.
the most modern one.
Nice basket in the front there.
Yeah.
No messing.
City of bikes. Yesterday we were in Cambridge. Today we're in Oxford. What's better, Cambridge or Oxford?
You know, it's a difficult one because they changed positions in the QS rankings, but if you go to Cambridge, it's Cambridge, and if you go to Oxford, it's Oxford.
It's Oxford, but probably Cambridge is closer to your heart because of your son.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
And they say that Cambridge is known more for the sciences and Oxford more for the humanities, but that's rubbish.
Yeah.
Oxford does everything really well, and Cambridge does everything really well. So either one, if you can get in, it's good enough.
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
And that's what you do. You make those dreams come true, yeah?
We do. We give you the best chance possible.
Yeah. So let's talk about how to get into Oxford University, University of Oxford.
Well, the first
For
thing,
anyone, yeah. who
well, the
wants to
first
get
thing
into
is you have to be academically excellent. And when I say excellent, I mean top 5% in your school. And you have to show that you're more than just taking A-levels or IB.
Yeah.
You have to show a wide, you have to show a breadth of inquisitiveness. You have to show that you're passionate about your subject. You have to be a complete person. You can't just study A-levels or IB. You have to get out in the world and do things.
Yeah.
They look for more than the grades. That's why they don't just accept you on your grades alone.
You know, I interview headmasters, head teachers of different schools quite often, as you know,
Yes.
and they all mention we offer all-round education. Is this what you mean, roughly? No?
Well, they're offering you,
Not just academic side.
they're offering the whole person, so you do the extracurriculars and all
Holistic.
the rest of it. But when it comes to Oxford or Cambridge, whatever you say in your personal statement, however you pitch yourself, it always has to lead back to the course that you're doing, the subject that you're interested in. Because it's very important to show that, yes, you do lots of things, but a lot of them are linked to your passion, the thing that you want to study.
Okay, so if someone wants to prepare for their exams or do their courseworks, for instance, in the Baghdad library,
In here,
in here, for example, yeah,
you have to go to your
you
school
have to be
library.
you have to be very passionate,
Yeah.
yeah, and be very strong academically.
Strong academically, absolutely. That's like the first thing. But then it's not the only thing. There are lots of other things that fall into place as well.
Getting into Oxford or Cambridge takes more than straight A's. British universities seek passionate applicants who demonstrate genuine engagement. Take the student accepted to Cambridge's biochemistry program. She founded a science club at her school and participated in local university research. Oxford's psychology department values volunteer experience in social projects. According to The Guardian, 85% of successful candidates had at least 2 significant non-academic projects. Admission requirements encompass not just grades but personality, hobbies, competitions, startups. These transform your application from good to irresistible.
So when you do think about Oxford and Cambridge, think, all right, so I'm going to be academically outstanding, but then can I show that I'm reading about the subject that I love, not just in the A-level class, but outside? Am I going to exhibitions about a particular thing? Am I reading journals or periodicals about the subject I want to study? But also you have to prepare for exams as well, and internal exams for the colleges, because you will be tested, you will be
When you say internal exams for all colleges?
Well, almost all of the colleges will give you set you a test, whichever subject that you're doing. So if you're doing law, then you'll have to do the LNAT. If you're doing medicine, you'll have to do the UCAS. But also Oxford have their own exams. Like in history, you take the HAT, History Assessment Test. And so it's not just your A-levels, it's the college's exams.
So it's not just A levels and IB exams.
No.
You have to. Is it Cambridge same thing?
Same. And the thing is,
so it's not just interview and personal statement.
no. Your academic qualifications, the interview, the personal statement, and any of the exams that they set. And believe this or not, some people say to me, you know, can I apply to Oxford if my grades are just A star, AA, or whatever? And I'll say to them, look, that doesn't help you, but if you score really highly on the entrance test, they'll look at you. They'll come back and say, well, maybe that was just his AS end of first year for sixth form, but he is academically great, because look at these scores in the tests.
Okay.
What if entrance exams weren't obstacles but opportunities to stand out? Oxford's medical students take the BMAT, while aspiring lawyers face the LNAT. Surprisingly, even philosophy requires the TSA, Thinking Skills Assessment, though Cambridge historians skip it entirely. The key is checking your subject's specific requirements early. Want deeper insight into UK university admission requirements? Watch our video on crafting personal statements that captivate admissions committees at Britain's prestigious universities. Link in the description.
So here's Windsor, there Eton College, famous Eton College, super selective institution. Do graduates of non-selective schools have a chance of getting into selective universities?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
With the right help, you can do just as well. But what you need is people that know what they're doing, just like at Eton. So if you come to us and say, help support my application to universities, I promise you, Eton will have the same chances as you, and you will have the same chances as Eton.
So school is not important.
No.
Academic results important, and preparation for your application.
And help.
The right help, of course. Preparation with the right help.
Dreaming of Oxford or Cambridge and planning to master every admission requirement, Mariarty serves as your reliable compass through Britain's elite university landscape. Our consultations decode admission criteria nuances, prepare you for interviews, and assemble UCAS applications that impress committees. Don't let doubts hold you back. Follow the link in the description and begin your journey to UK universities today.
So what else? Any life hacks you can give to those
those applying to
ambitious young people?
Yes, it's just the preparation is everything. Don't start 3 months before the application. Don't start 6 months. Minimum is a year before. And then if you're...
beginning of the sixth form.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Sixth form is critical. Start then. And then by the time you get to make your application, because really you've only got a year to do it when you start your sixth form, because your application will then be for the following year entrance for the exam, the university. So preparation.
So is it in September, end of September, October, November?
Usually
applications.
Usually in October.
In October,
it depends. If you're overseas, then you might need to apply slightly earlier than that for Cambridge. And so, in a way, the preparation is everything. You've got to get everything in place. Your wider reading, your online courses, everything must be in place so that when you're ready, you're not rushed, you can send it off and it's well prepared.
Do international students finishing the schools in their countries, not A-level British schools or IB schools, have a chance to get into Oxford University?
Yes.
Yeah.
What they do is if you...
Because you mentioned IB and A-level, nothing else.
Yes, what they'll do is they'll have what they call an equivalency chart. And so if you say, let's say, for example, study in Russia,
Yeah.
and you take Russian examinations, then they will match that to what they consider to be the equivalent of IB or A level.
But in most universities, you can't get with Russian school diploma by passing foundation program.
Well, all they do is they just try, whichever country you're from,
Yeah.
they try and see, does that match, what grade does that match in the UK system? And then they can look at it and say, oh, okay, you're very, very academically strong in your country. Let's have a look at you.
But then again, personal statement, interview is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they try and do is they try and balance it. No one thing will kill your application. They look at 4 or 5 things, and if you're strong across the board, they'll have a look at you. And if you're weak in one area, but particularly strong in another, that kind of balances out, they'll still have a look at you.
Obviously, medicine is the most challenging area.
Yeah.
What other, speaking of the Oxford universities, what other areas,
Are difficult to get in.
yeah, to get?
PPE, which is politics, philosophy, and economics. They're usually
Is it just for Oxford or for any university?
Well,
Like, for instance, Mark got into
UCL. Yeah.
thanks to you, with your help.
Well, it's difficult. Politics is one of those popular subjects, but particularly here at Oxford,
Yeah.
PPE, because the number of prime ministers who went to Oxford who studied PPE, Boris Johnson, just the latest one,
Yeah.
Cameron also, and so they came out of Oxford, many. Margaret Thatcher was an Oxford girl.
Okay.
And so what they tend, although she studied chemistry, so yeah, it's PPE. Also, obviously, law is very, very difficult to get into here. To be honest with you, almost all the subjects are. But there is a ranking in the hardest up to the easiest, but I don't use the word easiest lightly. It's not easy. It's just the percentage of number of people they accept is slightly better for other subjects like Anglo-Saxon, Norse, or other subjects. But the main ones, engineering, computer science, law, medicine, these are highly competitive. Economics especially as
Economics
well.
as well.
Economics, yeah.
What about business-related subjects? Do you think Oxford is the right place for that?
The Science School of Business is good, but there are other universities that will run or will be just as good. LSE, London Business School
Even
is
that, okay.
really good,
Yeah.
really super, super good. And so, yeah, you've got to go and look to see which university specializes in your subject and then look at them closely. Yeah.
So same as with any other universities, you need to really carefully look into the course itself
Yeah.
and what's on offer.
Yeah, look at the components. When you look at the
Yeah.
prospectus, look to
Modules.
see modules year 1, 2, 3, where can you specialize? Are there subjects there that you think, this is really interesting, I'd really like to look at this?
Just can you give me one example, like going into really depth of engineering? Let's do, I don't know, automotive engineering.
Yeah, they do
different
for it
courses.
here, but they do the general engineering.
Or
You-
pick one course, I don't know,
Okay.
not course, or the area.
I'll give you an example, law.
Law,
So
okay.
in law, you do general law, common law.
Yeah.
But as you progress, you can diversify and you can say, well, I want to do international law. I want
Yeah.
a module in international law.
It's still quite broad.
It's still
Can
quite
we-
broad.
can we go
You
deeper?
dive further and you say, well, what about copyright law?
Oh, okay.
Copyright law, as you know, Samsung, Apple.
Yeah.
Who are the lawyers that are taking care of that? People that are trained in places like Oxford
Yeah.
or Harvard, and they have looked already at copyright law. Also, things like territorial disputes. The dispute over the South China Sea between nations in Southeast Asia and China.
Yeah.
Lawyers look at that. So they look at the 9-dash claim by China. And so you can specialize in things like disputes of particular territories and stuff. So you can cherry pick bits that you think might be useful. So for example, if you're a lawyer who's from Vietnam or Malaysia and there's territorial disputes, why not have a look at that area? So when you graduate and you come back to the Malaysian government,
But can you do it on a postgraduate level, or it's more of the
more postgraduate than undergraduate. But you still can do a little bit of it, and you can still sit on courses, you can still go into lectures and listen to what's going on. But you can specialize. And the very best universities allow you to tailor your degree to the speciality you want. They start general, and then they give you the modules, the options to get to the point where, yeah, this is an area I want to do.
What makes Oxford and Cambridge special beyond academics? It's the immersion in cutting-edge research. Oxford's PPE, Philosophy, Politics, Economics, lets you specialize in AI ethics, while Cambridge's Natural Sciences program explores climate through NASA data. Uniquely, undergraduates contribute to research published in leading journals. Britain's renowned universities offer freedom to shape your academic path. The trick is showing how your interests align with what the university offers.
So, sir, what do you think of Oxford or maybe you or Cambridge University? They have no opinion.
No opinion.
What do you think?
Oxford and Cambridge?
Yeah.
The best in the world, by far. I mean, you've got Harvard and Princeton and Yale, but Oxford and Cambridge.
What makes them special?
Well, they've been around a long time, and also they have alumni famous: Charles Darwin, Alan Turing, Sir Isaac Newton.
Oh, your son, one of them.
Or my son.
Exactly.
My son went to Cambridge.
Yeah.
And so if you trust us, we can help you. Even my son, who came and said, "Can you help?" Of course we can help. Not just my son, but you as well.
What connects Newton, Stephen Hawking, and you? All were once applicants facing the same challenges. Even geniuses need support beyond motivation and determination. Success requires systematic planning, mentor guidance, and parental involvement. According to UCAS data, engaged parents increase admission chances to UK universities by 30%, making family support surprisingly crucial.
My friends, my daughter applying to Oxford University, and I'm quite confident that with the help of Ray, we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
But me as a parent, do you think I should be involved in the whole application process?
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course, it's vital. There's the student,
I thought just pass it to you.
there's us who are going to help, but also parents have to be involved in this process. So what we do is we're communicating with you as well. It's not just the student and me, but constantly. And if you have any questions, of course, message us, get in touch with us. Even if it's a small question, we're here to help you as well, to explain things, maybe to reassure you about what's going on.
Dear parents, don't be afraid to ask questions.
Familiar with UCAS? It's not just a document portal, it's your gateway to British universities. Through UCAS, you apply to up to 5 universities, but Oxford and Cambridge follow a strict rule: only one per application cycle. Here's a tip: start your personal statement 6 months early, as committees value narratives showing growth and reflection. Remember, 80% of rejections stem not from grades, but from poorly structured applications.
Okay, you're saying it's like 4 or 5 different areas they look at when considering application. You work with your clients through all of them, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Within your sessions.
Yeah, so
And
science...
that's what you're gonna do with my daughter as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So
My daughter is applying to Oxford.
if it's STEM, science, technology, engineering, maths,
Yeah.
you really have to start. And also prepping for the entrance tests as well.
Yeah.
So it's like juggling 5 things at the same time. You have to dip into each one as you're going along. Meanwhile, you're doing your A-levels and your IB. Meanwhile, there's the pressure of growing up and life.
Yeah.
And so earlier you prepare, the better you are. And And that's what we do. We try and help you. We try and help you to structure your application so you're never rushed. You always know when the targets are there, the dates, the deadlines, and then we gently guide you, and we help you in every way that you need.
You know, if you found a time machine and you went back in time, or let's say that you just graduated the school,
Yes.
which university would you choose, Cambridge or Oxford, for yourself?
For myself, if I was to study what I studied at uni, which is literature, English literature, Oxford, I think.
You would choose Oxford.
Because I don't know, I just like the city. Some people turn up and they don't like it. So sometimes it's all a matter of just what you like and what you don't like. But to be honest with you, it's difficult to get in, so it's competitive.
It's worth trying.
It's worth a try.
Worth
You've got
try.
nothing to lose.
Yeah.
You know, you've got nothing to lose. And who knows, some people are really surprised. They put their application in and they say, I'm not going to get in. Let me focus on LSE. You get the call, come for interview. Yeah.
Wow.
Then you start again. Now's the time to prepare for your interview. Build up for that. You go, you do it, you come home, and then you wait an awful 6 weeks, 5 weeks. It's awful wait.
Sleepless nights.
Yeah. And then in early January, you get rejected or you get accepted.
Yeah.
That's how.
Early January.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a horrible wait.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow the links in the description to this video. Thank you for watching this video to the end. We had a wonderful walk around yesterday in Cambridge. We spoke about UCAS applications, what else? Personal statements, interviews, how to prepare for them. Make sure you watch those videos as well. If you are planning to apply to top universities, not just in the UK, but
All over.
Yeah,
Yes.
all over.
All over.
And request your first consultation with Ray.
If you've been puzzling over how to get into Oxford or Cambridge, we hope this video helped clarify the path. Success lies in details and action. Like this video if you believe these universities represent reality, not just dreams. Subscribe and hit the bell. New videos drop daily. Thanks for watching and see you next time.